Don't get me wrong, it is truly amazing. But what I think is even more amazing, you can buy a silver coin for like $40. It was 30, then went up to 35, and it's now $40, for example. So you can see it is going up like 10%, for example. That is good. That's a good return, and it probably be 20% next month, for example. So don't think that it's not worth anything, because something which you can build and have long term. Because at the end of the day, when it comes time to our savings, the percentage we get is how much. When it comes time to pension, we truly don't know the amount that we're going to actually get when that time comes. So it'd be good to have some backup measures, for example. Now I'll go into some other ways, for example, to get started, okay? Because even if you spend $40, for example, buying scrap gold or silver, it's going to be good as well, for example. But I'll get into that. So let's talk about how silver is so cheap compared to gold. But yeah, it's made people billionaires, hasn't it? The gold to silver ratio is an historic high. Okay? It's signaling, for example, the silver's true value, the potential that it has. So unlike gold, silver is heavily used in the manufacturing. So they've been using it a lot. It gets used when things get used, and you keep using it, and you're not building. For example, it's like if you was to keep chopping down trees, there'd be no trees. We'd all perish, wouldn't we, for example? So this is the reason why I'm speaking to you in this way, to look at the silver as a valuable asset as well, because it has massive potential. It can grow your business, for example. It can create wealth whether you use it for personal use, for example. Whereas with, for example, there's sellers that are really looking at silver as actually going really high, for example. I mean, silver is actually being used as well to go to the moon, for example. We all know that spaceships and NASA and things like that. So industries that need silver to make billions, and I'm going to explain this to you so that you know the true value of silver, for example. So the industries that need silver to make billions is Elon Musk, Tesla, and his EV batteries, amongst other things, Apple, iPhones, laptops, tech innovation, medical and aerospace industries, solar panels, renewable energy. So could silver prices skyrocket? So here's what some experts say, for example. And one analyst predicted silver could double or triple in price as demand outspaces supply. With inflation rising, silver is a safe haven asset in these uncertain times, because money, the value goes down really, really low. But if you've got gold or silver, For example, the coins or the bars, you still got money to buy things with. For example, it can help for your nest pension. For example, it can help for when you, if you want to go on holiday, it can help towards a house. It can help towards a wedding. It can help towards, a gift. For example, it can help towards your business. If you are facing a financial difficulty, it can help you in your business. So it is a safe asset to have in these uncertain times. And if you haven't started buying gold or silver, then you need to do it now, really, whilst the prices as low as they are, and it depends what you can actually afford as well. Okay, it's just a suggestion that I'm making. I'm not saying to spend everything you've got. I'm not saying that at all, but be sensible, for example, because it is an investment. It's something that you look to for when you do need to reach that resource. That's why all of this, they call it silver drainage, and gold being shipped, taken out of the London reserves, going over to America or wherever it is that people have decided, wealthy people have decided, hey, I want my gold back. I want my silver back. I don't know what's going to happen. The money's going down, so I need to be able to have access to this quickly, whereas it is taking weeks, if not months, for a delivery, depending on the size of the items of gold or silver that you want delivered from these reserves. That's if you had gold and silver in these reserves, for example. So I don't want you to miss out, because I believe it's the best, and others are saying this. Okay, so don't just take my word for it. It's the best investment of the decade, and how you can get ahead before the price explodes. So what do you think? Drop a comment below and let me know. Will silver overtake gold in value? I believe it will. Are you investing in silver this year? And it's so nice to hear that some of you are, those that have commented said that you're investing in silver. And I think it's a good idea, because look, these billionaires, they're investing in silver. It can't be a bad idea because they're very wealthy. They're not, you don't hear them saying, I'm investing in gold. They're investing in silver. It's like a hidden secret that this silver, it's like it's kryptonite for them, for example. And I'm using this as a metaphor, that silver to those billionaire companies is like kryptonite. Imagine, without that kryptonite, what would happen to their business? I just wanted you to see the strong example, because they would not be investing in silver if it was worthless. It's worth a lot of money to them. They're billionaires from it, and you can also have some income from it, build some wealth from it. Because I believe this is going to be like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise is the silver and the hare is the gold. And we know who won the race, and that was the tortoise. But there's two sides to the hare and the tortoise story, if they worked well together. Because remember that gold can also carry along silver to the same level, and if not more, of the value of what that gold is. And in the tortoise and the hare story, there's a nice story, whereas if the for example, if the tortoise carried the hare on its back, then they could have won the race together, for example. And this is what I'm talking to you about, that if we talk and help one another, then everybody wins. It's not just for the wealthy, it's for everybody. It is from the ground. It's created from the ground. And we should have some of that too. So, if you're enjoying what I'm saying, subscribe for the latest insights in wealth building and financial freedom, and also recovery strategies as well. If you're in business, for example, I talked about last year. I talked about it where I was having the challenges, for example, the CEO challenges, the trainings, etc. And I said we need to start from last year. We need to start saving a small amount for a crisis fund, ready for when we are hit by inflation, for example. So, silver versus gold. It's a changing market.